about sound. We hear various types of sound around us. Horns of vehicles, screeching of automobiles' brakes, loudspeaker sound, chirping of birds, barking of dogs. We hear these sounds outdoors. Some indoor sounds are footsteps, music, water flow, utensil sound, buzzing of flies and mosquitoes, so many. Some of these sounds we hear pleasant and some are unpleasant too. Birds chirping, prayers, music, singing, these all are pleasant sounds. But automobiles' brakes, thunder, baying of donkeys and barking of dog is unpleasant sound. We can classify sounds in loud sound and feeble sound too. Loud sounds like speakers, train sound and thunder sound, whereas feeble sounds are cats mew, buzzing of mosquitoes, and we can say the sounds which are coming from distance are feeble sounds. So, these are the varieties of sounds. Let us learn more about sounds, how sound produces and how it travels and reaches towards our ears and how can we hear the sounds. We will learn about sound, how sound propagates. Sound requires medium for propagation. And let us see how sound travel and what happened to the particles of medium. As you know, sound produced by vibrations. When an object vibrates, it set particles of medium around also vibrates. In this process, adjacent particles get displaced to the nearest particles. They start also collide to the adjacent particles and they also get displaced from their mean position. This process continues in the medium till the sound reaches to our ears. As you can see, the sound reaching from the vibrating object into our ears. As you can see, particles are not traveling and reaching into the ear. It is the disturbance that traveling in the medium and reaching into the ear. And particles of medium only accelerating into its mean position. This disturbance which is generated by the object is reaching into our ear is called sound waves. But what does the vibration look like? Let us study with the help of tuning funnel. Here we take first position in which long fork is not vibrating. As we bend it on the rubber block, we start hearing of a sound. How does this sound reaching into our ear? See, tuning fork is vibrating. Let us concentrate on the motion of one of the both trunk of the fork first. When it goes away from its mean position, it pushes and compresses the air particles around it. This creates a high pressure region which is called compression. This compression travels in the medium as a disturbance. In this region, particles are very close to each other, so density is also high. Now, let us see second position. When the bronch come closer to each other, this creates lower pressure in this region and called rarefaction. We see the compression as a disturbance has reached in this region. This rarefaction also travel in the medium as a disturbance. Here, the density is less. It means particles are far away from each other. As it continues to vibrate, we see the series of compression and rarefaction. This continuation of rarefaction and compression is called sound waves. So we can say sound waves are series of compression and rarefaction also. When we see another source of sound, we have a speaker here. Sound travels as a compression and rarefaction of the material medium. Here arises an important question. Is the sound waves mechanical waves? Do you know what is mechanical waves? It is the wave that requires some material medium to travel. And as we know, sound requires some medium to travel. So, yes, sound waves are mechanical waves. I hope you may have understand more about sounds, how it travels and how it reaches in our ears. But if sounds become intolerable and make people uncomfortable, then we can call this sound noise pollution. It creates health problems too. It can create headache, restlessness, high blood pressure, lack of sleepings, and even heart attacks too. So it is very necessary to control noise pollution by banning loud sounds. That's all from this chapter.